Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess hilarious. DJ Envy is off today, but it's time for Jess Fix My Mess. Jess, tell them what Jess Fix My Mess is.
Jess Fix My Mess. You can find that on the Black Effect Network under iHeart,
That ain't
y'all.
true. Ain't none of that true.
It ain't?
The podcast is called Carefully Reckless.
I just said it, didn't I?
You have a segment on there called Jess Fix My Mess. See, you still hung over from
No,
last
I'm
night?
not. That's not how I say it. You're not going to tell me how I say it.
Okay, I'm listening.
All right, so Jess Fix My Mess is a segment on my podcast, Carefully Reckless, under the Black Effect Network, y'all. Y'all can catch it each and every Wednesday. Actually, it aired today.
A new episode came out today?
New episode comes out each and every Wednesday, y'all. So make sure y'all catch that anywhere you find your podcast, but mainly iHeart. Make sure. Now I'm about to do Jess Fix My Mess. I want to take some calls
Jess
now.
does give good advice, though, because
I really do.
she's a mother, and I love the way her and her baby daddy brother, Rome, co-parent with each other, and, you know, she's an entrepreneur, she's a businesswoman, so she does give good advice.
Absolutely. Thank you. That's the nicest thing you said to me.
I know, I'm lying, but go ahead.
Yep.
Who's on the phone, Red?
Let's start with the first one. I love it. Jasmine. Jasmine, hello.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning.
I need you to fix my mess. And I mean, it gets pretty messy.
Okay, I see here you said how long to wait to bring in a significant other to introduce to your kids.
Ooh.
Yes. And I'm asking that because per my situation, it was a mutual friend of he and ours, my baby daddy.
Mm-hmm.
And he chose to move her into the house like immediately after I left, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my kids know her as, you know, just the friend or the babysitter because she used to actually babysit our kids.
Oh, wow.
And now they live together and we are trying to co-parent peacefully. And it bothers me when my 6-year-old would come home and say, you know, why is daddy sleeping in the bed with the babysitter?
Legend.
And so, you know, I just felt like that was a little too fresh to just put in front of the kids like that, especially when, I mean, like, it could be any other, to be very honest with you, it could be any other bitch in the world, but this one in particular, and then you're putting that in our kids' face like it's normal.
Yeah.
So what is the appropriate wait time?
To introduce, okay, well, that wouldn't even apply to this situation because she was already around them. She was their nanny, right? Didn't you say that? Yeah, so she had already known the kids. Oh, my God. So then the question, this don't even apply to you. They already knew her. The thing is just
I guess I'm asking for myself. Sorry, go ahead, babe.
No. That was Charlene making noise.
I'm
All
sorry.
right, what you say, Jasmine, now?
I'm asking for myself because I've actually been out here and, you know, jumped back on the bandwagon a little bit and started dating and, like, I have a start lineup, and I really like the first top 3, but I don't want to introduce them to my kids because I don't know.
You better not introduce 3 niggas to your children. You better not do that. Damn. All right. Now, are you fully past their father?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
We
So-
actually talked about this on your brother and baby daddy talk.
Okay.
And I don't like that nigga at all.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I remember your voice. All right, so yeah, it's really nothing that you can do about that. If they together, they living together, that's just what it is. I know you don't like the way it happened, but damn, that dad is notorious for that, to be honest. But it's really nothing because that look like they just gonna be together, and it doesn't really seem like he has a lot of other women around, just her, right?
Actually, no. They actually date other women together.
Oh, wow.
That's why I said it gets messy, bro. It gets messy.
Well, that's still like, you know, his personal life. As long as the kids ain't around that, then that's, you know what I'm saying? Because that's still his personal life.
That. Like, that's part of the reason why he and I aren't together anymore because he wanted me to be like the HBIC. And, like, that doesn't work for me. That's not the lifestyle that I'm trying to live.
No.
But he wants my kids to be accepting of that.
Yeah. Well, girl, did you know who you married before you married him? Because it sounds like he's been doing this.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
No.
So that's the advice for you.
Later, he turned into a completely different person.
That's the advice for you then. Pay attention to them starting 3 so another one won't end up like the ex-husband. All right?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love you.
I can do that.
I
Have
love
a good
you.
day.
I love you.
Damn.
All right.
That mean that was something inappropriate going on from the beginning. He ain't just start sleeping with that babysitter.
Ooh,
That babysitter done got knocked off in that house.
You daggone right. And this is something that he been doing, obviously, Shayna.
Exactly.
Hello, good morning. How are you, babe?
Good morning, sis. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with you. Your boyfriend married, but you love him?
Yes, girl, let me tell you. So my boyfriend, it's just a whole bunch of mess, actually,
What?
coming out my mouth. My boyfriend, he just got out in January. He did 5 years in the Fed. I did not hold him down, so I knew when he came home, he was going to be looking for me.
Uh-huh.
But when he found me, he swooped me out at my feet, and then I found out he was married. Like, he's been married for 90 days.
Oh, he was married for 90 days, so they still was in that probationary period.
He married right now.
Right,
He got out of jail, and then got married, and then came looking for me, and then went back to his wife.
But he knew you before he went to go find his wife.
Yeah.
Well, boom, there you go.
Came and found me after he got married, though.
But no, but see, you wasn't. If you was just a little bit before, then you would have probably been the wife. But now you're not. Damn.
I'm not wife for nobody that's going to find people that wasn't even holding them down in jail.
Oh, so you mad at the wife?
I am mad at the wife, actually.
She never was number one, Jess.
You look in the mirror and be mad at yourself.
That's right.
Because, girl, you were second and you don't need to be second. Yeah, that's why you gotta laugh at yourself. I'm ready to give you donkey of the day, damn it. Well, don't be doing that.
Please give me donkey of the day.
You're damn right, girl.
Yeah, because this nigga is not right, and he got me down bad.
Down bad.
He got me down bad.
Jess said, wake your stupid ass up this
Please,
morning.
girl, I ain't about to have time for this JJ. He need help with his job and that for 10 years.
Jess fixed my mess. 1-800-585-1051 if you need any type of advice. She's not an expert at anything, but she has some experiences.
I bet. Look, but I'm getting the most calls than y'all ever got in the history of Breakfast Club, so shut up.
Yes, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Jess Hilarious. DJ Envy is off today. We're in the middle of Jess Fix My Mess. That is where Jess Hilarious gives you advice on all things. Look, what do you got over there, Jess? What you got?
Ooh, line 8. I want to see what's going on. This is good. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, how you doing, Rick?
I'm good. I love y'all. I've been to the Black Effect podcast.
Oh, thank you.
But my question,
Thank you, Rick.
My question is, so I lost my father, then I lost my mother, sort of kind of like Dion.
Yes.
I did change. I got real snappy. I got real moody.
Yeah.
And I started to like distance myself from friends and family members, even loved ones and like relationships and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like I'm getting myself back, but don't nobody really want to fuck with me.
Okay. Well.
Don't curse, Rick.
Yeah. Well, Rick, first and foremost, I'm sorry. I give you my condolences for both of your parents. But just an obvious question. What the hell do they expect for you to do? What does anybody expect of you when you lose not one but both of your parents?
Word.
You know, like what the hell?
Within a year, less than a year, I lost both my parents.
With both of them. And I'm very sorry. And I can imagine that it's still hard to even talk about. But like Dion said, you would think that people would notice that something is wrong, see a change in you, with them even knowing what you're going through. And it's like, okay, you know what? He needs some time away from everything. How can we cater better to our friend until he get back right? Even if you do snap at me, brother, you ain't got your parents. And you know, one of your parents or your friend's parents are still here. Maybe they are, maybe they're not, but they're supposed to understand. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the advice. That's the advice. If you have those that left you behind this, then you don't need to go back.
Yeah, and just for you, so my baby mom, she's trying to be like, you know, cool for the kids and stuff like that. How did you and your baby father get to a point where y'all was cool?
This nigga said, I'm going to do a 2-for-1, thanks. You said, so me and Rome got to the point where we was cool, man, because we got past the feelings. It was no feelings, no intimacy involved anymore. And Rome is really just my friend. We've just bonded just 8 years straight. No intimacy, no 9 years. I'm sorry, 9 years straight, no intimacy, no none of that. He's just really my friend. I'm like in somewhat like a therapy sister for Rome, you know. I help him unload all his trauma, all this mental, I make it better for that black man to want to be able to be vulnerable and talk about what he got going on without being judged, and it's okay for him to cry to me. So that is how that's how we move. That's how we got to where we at. I'm his friend.
Yeah, I'm with Charlamagne. I feel like that's your soulmate. But I probably just feel like that because I want my baby mom to be my soulmate.
Yeah, I think you do. We're going to take the next caller. Get
Rome,
well.
big soulmate Rome out here.
Rick done messed it up. You already got 2 questions.
You blush every time somebody say that.
No, I don't blush.
I know, I'm lying.
No, thank you. Line 3. Yo, you get on my nerves, Charlamagne. Devon, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
You sure?
Yeah. Please don't tell me you're gonna say, "Oh, you sound depressed," like everybody else says.
No. You just sound like you want a cheeseburger. No, you sound hungry.
Nah,
you don't sound depressed. You sound hungry.
Nah.
Okay. Well, tell me your problems. I see it say you're having co-parenting issues with the mother of your child. What's going on?
All right. So, the mother of my daughter, I try to co-parent and keep communication and everything open with her, and try to be there for my daughter and everything.
Yeah.
While still trying to be there for the mother of my son and everything else. But the problem is, it really comes down to money.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's I also don't like when she makes decisions and things like that without without even telling me.
So you want to be more included. You want to be more included, like co-parenting. You want to come to a decision as a whole, and she does things without you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then at the same time, it's when I'm okay, can we do something together so at least our daughter can see us together versus always, oh, you just go to your daddy's house and oh, you just come to your mommy's house and we're always separated. Because me growing up, I never really seen my father. And as soon as I turned 18, went to go see my father. That was the worst experience ever. So I always vowed to myself I would never do that to my kids.
Okay.
But at the same time, I would want my kids to see that I'm able to talk to their mothers and stuff like that and be around them and everything is still cool.
Right. So
but with her, it's when it comes to okay, for example, she might need something and then she'll go off on a tangent talking about how I take care of my son more than I take care of my daughter. But I pay child support for both of my kids. But I pay more for my son than I do for my daughter.
Okay.
But I see my son more than I do my daughter because my son lives closer to me than my daughter does.
Okay. And so so you got 2 different baby mothers. Okay, so with the current one that's giving you the hard problem right now. So how long ago has it been since y'all broke up?
The start of the pandemic.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I think maybe it just sounds like 2 different types of ways that y'all raise, because I think, is she dating somebody or is she, y'all not trying to get back together or none of that, right? Y'all done? You're just trying to find a way to co-parent, right?
I mean, to me, I don't mind getting back together and everything else because it was when the whole pandemic thing happened, everybody wanted to be fly and do whatever they wanted to do, and she just went off on her own tangent, ended up getting with somebody else, and that was pretty much that. And I was like, hey, you're moving too fast because we just had a child, and that ended up being a whole situation and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. So before I get out of here, because we have to go, is not helping that you're not over her either. That's the thing too. And she maybe feels like she don't want to confuse the kids or confuse you and do things as a family when that's not where her head is. She seems like she's well past you. And so I'm sorry, but yes, you do sound depressed, and I think you do need to talk to somebody, and I think you should just work on getting joint custody of your baby. And just focus on the baby and less on her. Only just focus on your kids and try to move past the love that you have for her, because it don't sound like she coming back. But I do love you, and I want you, if you have any more other problems or anything you want to follow up with me, Carefully Reckless, write me on that page, and then we can continue there. But thank you. I love you.
And let me know your Cash App, too. I'm going to send you some money for a cheeseburger.
Absolutely. Yeah. I want you to laugh at that because you sound depressed. So you need to laugh, Devon.
Yeah, and I'm going to give him some information from the mentalwealthalliance.org.
Thanks. What if he's vegan?
Well, right. You can use the money to get a plant-based cheeseburger. Yes.
We'll be right back after this, I think. Is that what we're supposed to say?
Well, actually, we got. Thank you, Jess, for doing Jess Fix My Mess.
No problem.
And we have Jess with the mess coming up, right?
Yes, we do.
You don't know what we're talking about?
No, I ain't know.
Okay.
So when we come back, it's just gonna make it all the better.
That's
because
right.
You'll never see it coming.
It's such a work in progress. It's The Breakfast Club.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.